Welcome in, Cancer. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. My name's Lisa. Welcome to Cecil Tarot. For those of you that are new, for those of you returning, welcome back, guys. I just want to give a big shout out. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for all of your likes and subscribes. I just passed 200 subscribers, so I'm super stoked about that. And again, thank you so much. Might not seem like a lot, but it's a lot to me. I didn't start this channel until December, so it's definitely been growing. So again, thank you so much. I really enjoy reading for you guys. Hopefully you're enjoying the readings as well. I also want to say happy birthday. We just moved into Cancer season, so if you've already had your birthday by the time this comes out, happy birthday. Hope you had a great time, and those of you that your birthday's coming as well, I'll see you in your weeklies, but you know what I'm saying. Anyhow, so if you have any placements in Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Again, general read, so keep that in mind. This is going to be your July monthly reading. And again, normally I put out weeklies every following week. And then again, do the monthly. And sometimes if I have time in between, I'll do a bonus reading for you guys as well at some time, usually during the month. Just depends. So that being said here, cross watchers, as always, keep in mind energy can be reversed. I'm just reading the energy that's coming out. So feel free to swap roles if it feels like it resonates that way. If nothing resonates today, feel free to check out some of my older Cancer readings and or another reader. Lots of wonderful readers out there. I did already try and record this, and I had a tank top on and my mic was it was all scratchy, so I have to redo it. So I apologize. It's warm here where I am today. So I was 26. But anyway, my mic is much better if I usually pin it on my hoodie on my, on the string. So again, a little TMI, but anyhow, it was scratchy, so I have to redo it. So I do apologize, but your cards are already out. I'll try and clarify a little bit, maybe ask a couple other questions, because now your reading is going to be a lot shorter than some of the other signs. All right, guys, I'm just going to dive right in here, Cancer. So I definitely feel like you're going to be pretty happy, I feel, by the end of July. I feel like the answers that you're looking for in relationship to the person on your mind here in love. I feel like you're going to be very happy, I feel, at the end of July. The card that came out from Moonology for you was the energy is gaining momentum. You might also be dealing with an Aquarius and or somebody who has air energy in their chart, because Aquarius actually got this card as well in their Moonology. So again, doesn't have to be, but that's the energy that's coming out. Usually I don't remember, but for some reason today I do. This is the 5th reading I'm doing today, so I do know that they got this card in there for their Moonology as well. But I definitely, when I clarified this card for you, Cancer, I feel like for a lot of you, what this card is really meaning is that things are moving in the direction I feel like that you're going to be very happy about. I feel like there is going to be some stability, a conversation about, creating a more stable relationship. I feel like this is going to definitely make you happy here with this 9 of Cups. So this is really your wish. I feel like, you just want to be in a stable, loving, caring, thoughtful relationship. And I feel like that's, gaining momentum. I feel like by the end of July, I feel like you're going to have the answers that you need here. And again, I feel like you are going to be happy with what happens because you got the happy card in your Wisdom of the Oracle. When I clarified these cards, the person I feel like you're dealing with here is really, I feel like they are really tired of the situation, feeling stuck. I feel like they're not really sure how to move forward here with you, Cancer. I feel like for what you don't really realize is that I feel like this person is going to need to make some big, huge changes. Like their world is really going to have to change, I feel, for you and this person to kind of really come together. I feel like this person has been spending a lot of time thinking about how I feel like this person's really been spending a lot of time thinking how is this going to come together? How would this work? If I take this leap of faith with Cancer, how is, what are the changes that I'm going to need to make? And I feel like this person is very much up in their head here. I feel like they're showing up here as the Hermit. So the Hermit card really is the type of energy where, taking a step back from a situation, really spending a lot of time evaluating the circumstances um, about your relationship, I feel, Cancer. And this person is very tired of being in this stuck energy. And I feel like they're, really doing a deep dive internally to figure out whether or not they can show up the way in which you deserve. And I feel like this person does see your tremendous value and your genuineness. And I feel like you show up authentically here, Cancer. And I feel like that's one of the things that this person really admires about you and loves about you. I feel like, you just bring a certain amount of balance to this person that they've never really experienced before. So, I feel like this person is a little bit scared of love, definitely of, jumping in with both feet into a commitment. And I feel like they know that in the past, I feel like this person hasn't showed up the right way, I will say, because I feel like this started out as something quite casual, but has, kind of snowballed into something else completely, like as far as feelings. I feel like the feelings have really built up over um a fair amount of time. I feel like for most of you, definitely could be, 2 to 3 years, I want to say. Because you did get a fair number of threes out. So usually I don't kind of give a timeline, but I am picking up on one. So this person is really thinking about how, reconciliation with you, I feel, really wanting to come together and collaborate. I feel like this person is really, thinking about their best move, like how they want to move forward, exactly what they want in the future, like how they see the future. What does that future look like with Cancer? And again, I feel like this person is very tired of the situation, feeling stuck and not, like very stagnant kind of energy here. And I feel like they're really wondering, like, okay, how can I change this? Um, how can I move towards Cancer? I want to make sure that, I'm in the right energy for Cancer. Like, I don't want to jump in if I really can't, if my, whole heart isn't in it. And I feel like in the past, this person has been, pretty wishy-washy. I feel like they did show up, I feel, before, very in and out energy. I feel like this is your person here, Cancer, this Knight of Wands. Don't get caught up in gender, but your next card that came out from the Wisdom of the Oracle was the Happy Happy card. This is card number 26. You did get 2 8s coming out as well. So just keep that in mind. There might be a message for you, so possibly look that up. But with this Knight of Wands energy, this type of energy that, comes in fast. I feel like for a lot of you, you've been waiting for this person to kind of show up and really express how they feel about you. And I feel like by the end of July, this person is going to do that. So I feel like this is going to provide you with a fair amount of relief, I want to say, about how you're feeling and, where you want things to go. So I feel like in the past, definitely you and this person may not have been on the same page as far as like wants and needs and desires. I feel like this person has always, had deep feelings for you here, Cancer. This person really does care about you. And again, I feel like for a lot of you, what you don't realize is that I feel like you actually, again, bring a certain amount of stability to this person. So there's something about this person's past, I feel, um, where they have kind of leaned on you. And I feel like for a lot of you, you may not realize like what kind of impact you've actually had on somebody. And I feel like um, it's really that energy of, you don't really find out, because a lot of people kind of keep those feelings close, keep those cards close to their chest. And, especially if it's you're dealing with male, you know, again, I'm not saying all of you guys are like this or to be stereotypical or point fingers, but, men in general have a tendency to keep their cards close to their chest. And for them to, like honestly admit to you that, you know what, like I really, appreciate how you've shown up for me in the last couple of years, or like the support that you've provided. And again, I feel like for a lot of you, Cancer, you're just showing up as you. I feel like you're showing up as your that beautiful, heart giving, kind, loving, the love that you've shown this person. I feel like this person doesn't understand why they deserve your love here. This was the bottom of the card of the Lover's Oracle. You deserve better. So I feel like this person realizes that, and I feel like they may not, ever admit to you, like, you really helped me along the way in my journey, and I feel like you give me strength. Like, it takes a lot for um, somebody with masculine who feels, kind of sitting in their ego, that's like being very vulnerable with you. Sorry, guys. So I feel like you don't realize the impact that you've had on this person. Let's just say it like that. Sorry, my tangent here. But I feel like this person is going to rush in the month of July here and really express how they feel. So this person is showing up quickly. I feel like, you may not expect this. This might also be why the tower is showing up. So I feel like this person may make an offer in the 3D to get together, pardon me, to make plans. And I feel like, you're going to be very happy about this. Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles. So again, I feel like this person is going to, really make you happy here, make you feel seen, make you feel heard, make you feel loved. So I feel like, yeah, and just really moving to calmer shores, feeling more secure about this relationship, because in the Six of Swords, they're moving from choppy waters here into the calmness. So I feel like this is going to bring you a lot of well um, deserved relief here. I want to say, Cancer, because again, I feel like for a lot of you, you have been, maybe feeling very anxious and like not really sure where you stand, and like, does this person really see me? Do they really care about me? Do they really love me? So I feel like, you're going to get a lot of answers to those questions, and I feel like you're going to be feeling a lot better by the end of July. So your card that came out from Sacred Symbols was the Karmic Path. Again, another 8, like I mentioned before. So Karmic Path card really talks about, I feel like this is actually about your person, not about you. I feel like this person has been very wounded, I feel, from any kind of past karmic relationship that they've been in. So I feel like, that's why this person is very guarded and does keep their cards close to their chest, like I mentioned earlier. So 9 of Wands, I feel like, though, that you have, like, you, Cancer, just in your energy and the love that you give off, I feel like you're slowly removing like one wand at a time around this person. And I feel like, that makes them feel good and seen and safe, but at the same token, they're almost like a little bit afraid of that, because they've never really been that vulnerable or that open. And I feel like that really kind of, scares them a little bit. So I do feel like if they've taken a step back, and again, I feel like, they have been very in and out in the past. I feel like that is why. So when this person gets overwhelmed with feelings, they take a step back and they need to take some space for themselves to kind of like feel grounded again, because they're just like, it's like, their feelings are overwhelming, I feel, and they don't know how to deal with it other than to try and escape it, right? And again, it has nothing to do with you, Cancer, and everything to do with them. So really do your best, I feel, to try not internalize. It's hard not to feel like that's rejection, right? But I don't feel like in this case, like they're trying to make you feel that way. I feel like if you understand this person, I feel like you've seen this pattern, and for a lot of you, you may recognize that this person, this is just kind of what they do. And again, I'm not saying it's right, but this is how this person deals with, when they are feeling emotionally overwhelmed. And again, it has nothing to do with you. It has to do with this person doesn't necessarily have the skills or the bandwidth to really deal with those emotions. And they need to like, take a step back in order to kind of like reground themselves. So again, try not to internalize that as rejection. And again, I know that's a hard thing to do. um, so when the other cards that came out on the karmic path was the Strength card, Seven of Swords, Four of Wands, and Eight of Cups, and the Queen of Wands. So I definitely feel like for a lot of you, this person definitely may have lied about being married in the past. So I feel like maybe when you met this person, they weren't as single as they said. But I feel like this person, you have given them the strength here, I feel, to just being you and your beautiful heart here. Again, like I was mentioning earlier, you don't really realize the impact that you've had on somebody until like later on in life, right? Or like somebody finally admits this to you. So I feel like this person has walked away from a karmic and or a marriage in some way, shape, or form. Doesn't mean that they were romantically involved with this person, but I feel like for a lot of you, this person, may have not been honest about, like they were kind of presenting themselves as being more single than they were when you may have met this person. And with this Queen of Wands showing up, I feel like this person wants to move towards you, Cancer. So I feel like you are showing up here as this person's Queen of Wands. Male or female, don't get caught up in gender. But I feel like this person, one of the things that this person really admires about you is I feel like you're not afraid of anything. I mean, the Queen of Wands, she's the only court card that doesn't, she's not protected by fire. She doesn't have one of the little lizards. And she's bold, right? She knows what she wants. She doesn't care what other people think. So again, I feel like this is something that your person really admires about you, Cancer. And again, I feel like you wear your heart on your sleeve, like most Cancers. Um, and just really come across as being a very genuine, authentic, caring, kind person. And again, not caring about what other people think. She's got the black cat in the card here, and black cats, back in when tarot was first coming out or whatever, they were, considered, somebody who was a witch. So, and again, she doesn't care what other people think. She's going to do what she wants. She's bold. She knows what she wants. She goes towards her happiness here with the sunflower. So I feel like this is really, again, I feel like your person really admires you for all of these qualities here, Cancer, and as well as that big, beautiful heart of yours. So again, I feel like you come across and are, a very genuine, kind, caring person. And I feel like, this person, on some level, I feel like they, admire you for all of those qualities. I feel like this person wishes that they could be more like you. And again, I feel like you have taught them a lot. And again, I feel like you've actually been a pillar of support for this person for quite some time. And again, picking up on, 2 or 3 years, I feel like this person has possibly been in your energy in some way, shape, or form. Could be longer, again, general read. All right, so when I asked about actions here, Cancer, what your person is going to do in July, they showed up here as the Page of Cups. And I feel like, this is their energy. I asked about their actions, not yours. So I definitely feel like, this person is really up in their head about communicating. And again, I feel like they are at some point here going to rush in because they're showing up later here on your happy, happy card is the Knight of Wands. So I feel like, they're going to like maybe start out to be a little bit flirty and light. And then I feel like, they're really up in their head about how to express this to you. So I feel like that's what this Eight of Swords is here. Like they want to tell you finally how they feel and, kind of like how do you see the future? Like I just feel like this person doesn't know how to start this conversation with you. I feel like they have a lot to say, but they just don't know quite how they're going to do it yet. So, this Eight of Swords and the High Priestess, I feel like, they're kind of practicing in their mind, like, okay, if I see Cancer, how am I going to express this? Like, again, I wouldn't be surprised if this person is like, standing in the mirror and like like practicing, I almost want to say, and or like, writing a text erasing, writing a text erasing, like how do I quite bring this up to Cancer? How do we get on this topic? And again, I feel like in the end, they're just gonna like rush in and do it. So expect that. I feel like from your person, and again, I feel like this is really going to um, definitely help you, Cancer, because I feel like you've been kind of waiting for this person to kind of open up to you, I want to say. So when I asked about your actions here, Cancer, the Ace of Swords came out. So I feel like, you know what, it's finally like, I'm so relieved here. Finally some truth, some clarity here, because the Ace of Swords to me is a truthful conversation. Sometimes, it can also represent cutting away of something. But I feel like, with this Ace of Wands, most of you are wanting to have a new, very like a passionate new beginning, like start over from scratch kind of energy, and really express, you know, that I need you to be consistent. So this, to me, this Knight of Swords is kind of you expressing, I feel like you're going to be happy, but I feel like, you also need to kind of let this person show you, like show up in the right energy. So again, I feel like you're going to be in a little bit observant, I want to say, like, and be really paying attention to this person's actions moving forward, because I feel like, they're on some level, this person has disappointed you, I feel, in the past, Cancer. And it's like starting this, if you're going to start a new cycle with this person and move towards calmer shores and, like, move towards stability, I feel like those are things that you really kind of want to say with this Knight of Swords. So I feel like, when this person finally kind of like opens up to you, I feel like this is going to be very cathartic for you as well, to kind of get some things off of your chest here, because I feel like that's what this Knight of Swords is really representing, is your response to their Knight of Wands, right? Like like their message, them communicating, right? And then finally getting to kind of like get all this stuff off of your chest and really kind of like start a new cycle. So I don't feel like the world here is the end. It's the end of an old cycle of in and out behavior, whereas I feel like for the majority of you, after this cycle closes, I feel like, you're going to be moving to something that's more stable, something that's more fulfilling. And I feel like for a lot of you, it will be with this person. I guess there could be like a small majority of you that are like, if this person does not show up in the right energy and does not kind of show consistency, I feel like for some of you, you might be just like, I don't want to go down, I don't want to repeat a cycle with you. That's kind of also this energy. So again, I feel like for the majority of you, you are going to, you're wanting to be in this relationship with this person. So I feel like you are going to be very happy. And I feel like this is going to be a brand new beginning for the two of you together. So I do like it, Cancer. So again, I feel like you are going to be very happy with that happy, happy card coming out. When I pulled your messages from your person, this is from the Lover's Oracle. These feelings are eating me alive came out. So again, I feel like this person has been hiding their feelings. And I feel like, that's why I feel like they're just going to rush in and kind of just say it. Because I feel like this person has been thinking about how to say it to you, how to bring it up. And I definitely feel like in the past, I want out. I feel like this is definitely this person, leaving this marriage situation that they were in and or a long-term relationship. So I feel like definitely this person was in some way, shape, or form not exactly as single as they made it out to be in the beginning, I feel, when you met this person. So I feel like that's really what that's talking about. I'm stuck in visions of us together. I feel like this could definitely be you and them. So I don't know who I am anymore. And again, I'm really getting that energy off of this, this energy here, the Hangman, the Tower, and the Hermit. So this person really going within to really figure out what it is that they want moving forward, and really realizing, I feel, Cancer, that it's you that they want to be with, and how to express that to you moving forward. So, because we got the Three of Pentacles and the Three of Cups together there. And I am better with my mind than my heart. So definitely somebody who's, a thinker, very logical. And again, I feel like in the past, I don't feel like this person has really experienced anybody quite like you, Cancer. So I feel like that's, where a lot of their feelings are coming from. I feel like, again, I feel like you just really create stability. And I feel like, this connection is the kind of connection that um, it just really flows. There's no, you don't have to really overthink anything. It just is. And again, I feel like this person feels this way about you, Cancer, and I feel like you also feel that way about them. Very, like, a lot of mirroring energy as well in this reading. So I will say that. But I do feel like at the end of the month here, Cancer, you're going to be really happy. So if this is your story, I'd love to hear from you. So please let me know at the end of the month how things turned out. And as always, guys, again, my weeklies come out on Fridays. So feel free to subscribe if you'd like to. And I will see you guys again soon. Bye.